Welcome to Junior Day at OSU. We're gonna get started with Dr. Amy Martindale. She is the Assistant Dean of Academic Services at CAS, and she's gonna tell us everything that you need to know about the college.
So good morning and welcome. I'm Dr. Martindale, glad to be with you. We'd so much rather be welcoming you all to campus in Stillwater today, but appreciate you joining us virtually so we can try to give you a sense of what an OSU experience might be like. We do encourage you to follow us on social media if you aren't already. There's all of our social media info. It's a great way to see what we're up to, what our students are doing. And when we've also created a website, the CAS Junior Day website with the link there and the link coming through in the chat also, where we've taken all of the information that we're sharing with you at Junior Day today and put into one place to make that easily accessible for you. In the College of Arts and Sciences, we are the largest college. So we are big and broad, and we offer a lot of different majors in 22 different departments. And we're really proud of our breadth and our diversity. We have a lot of students seeking pre-professional. So their goals are to go to med school, law school, vet school, dental school, any of those kind of professional school programs that you would do after your bachelor's degree. We offer most of the prerequisite courses for those in the College of Arts and Sciences. And we've also made some degree options very specifically to include those prerequisite courses so that it's nice and easy for you to follow that path if you know you want to be headed towards med school, dental school, law school, any of those. So we've built those career paths into our degree plan specifically for you. Beyond the classroom, we do have plenty of scholarships available. They are in the university level, the college level, and the department level, but the application for all of them is through your admission application. So we try to make it easy so you just have that one piece of work to do. So the admission application serves all of those. We do encourage that when you apply for admission that you answer the essay questions, because very often the college and the department and the university will use your responses to those essays in choosing the recipients for the specific scholarship. So write those essays and do a great job. We also offer a lot of study abroad opportunities and scholarships specifically to support study abroad. Parents, you may remember that study abroad used to mean that you were going to have a great life-changing experience abroad for a semester or a year, but that those courses you took really weren't going to apply to your degree and you were just going to be delaying your graduation. And that's not really the case anymore. So we have a pretty elaborate process of looking at the courses that students are planning to take while they're abroad and determining how those will apply to a degree and helping students plan ahead. So if you work with your advisor and plan ahead, it is quite possible to spend a semester or a year studying abroad and still graduate on time with the right preparation in advance. We also offer a lot of undergraduate research experiences. So every university that you're talking to right now should be telling you about their undergraduate research experiences. We have a lot of scholarships available on campus to support students who are doing research. And maybe unique to OSU is our freshman research scholars program. So I teach that class for arts and sciences. That's one where we're going to pair you up with a faculty member right in your freshman year and you can do an innovative project, discovering new things, inventing something new, working with a faculty member right in your freshman year. That is also, that application is also part of your admission application portal. So when you're filing your admission application, you can choose to answer the essay questions about the freshman research program and be considered for that. It's phenomenal opportunities for students who are interested in research. We also offer a lot of tutoring and academic services. So we have so many resources on campus to help students be successful in their courses. I'll be honest, college courses are hard. They're supposed to be. But we have a lot of services available to help students succeed when you find something that's more challenging than you've maybe experienced before. We also know that your generation, Gen Z, is really focused on careers. You want to be out and change the world, and that is spectacular. And it is such a joy and an honor to get to work with students as you are figuring out how you want to change the world and then helping you learn the skills and strategies that you need to do that effectively. That's just a real exciting part of working at OSU. We do have career services available. So we have career consultants specific for our majors in the College of Arts and Sciences. And they work with students right from the very beginning, thinking about what kinds of volunteer and leadership experiences can you be getting outside the classroom that are really going to make you competitive towards the career path that you have in mind. We also have created a number of minors to go along with our degrees that are really career prep focused. So focusing on the skill areas that every career is going to need and value. So minors like communication studies, ethics, professional writing, applied computer programming, applied statistics. These are skills that are going to be valuable in any industry on the planet and would be really valuable to add on to your degree. So thinking about your senior year, we have some recommendations for you. We do encourage you to take both the ACT and the SAT and have those scores sent to OSU. For most students, you're going to do about the same, perform about as well on both of those exams. But for some students, they do a lot better on one versus the other. And you don't know if that's you until you've taken both. So we do encourage everybody to take both in the case that one of those is substantially better for you. We do encourage you to take math during your senior year of high school, even if you have met all the requirements for high school and don't have to. What we find is that students who have a long gap in taking math in high school before they take math in college makes it a lot harder. You forget a lot of your math skills. So we do encourage you to take math in your senior year of high school and then take math in your freshman year at OSU, again, trying to reduce that gap and knowledge loss. For math and science majors, we really encourage that you take biology, chemistry, and physics, any of those that you can take in high school. And know that your math preparation is going to lead directly to your science placement. So you need that math background in order to get into and succeed in your science courses at OSU. For our science majors specifically, really need you to focus on that math and science skill set while you're in high school. And then our fine arts majors really encourage you to use your time in high school to prepare for your audition or portfolio to be that competitive applicant for those programs and scholarships when that time comes. We absolutely at OSU accept AP and IB and concurrent credit. We have a website that we're going to share in the chat on our credit by exam and exactly which exams and scores and courses those all equate to. For AP and IB, please remember that you have to take the exam. We don't award the OSU credit just based on your grade in the course. We do need the score on that standardized exam. For concurrent courses, we absolutely accept that credit from any accredited college or university. So we definitely will take your concurrent credit. And speaking of concurrent credit, we have a new program we're offering, is our Cowboy Concurrent Online. So we are offering concurrent courses for high school juniors and seniors, both in-state and out-of-state. We are sharing that website in the chat as well for all of the information on that. It's a great opportunity to take an online course with an OSU faculty member and really get to know what OSU is like, but also to interact with students from around the state and the country who are also taking the concurrent online course with you. For the math and science related majors, as I mentioned, that math being your essential preparation to lead into your science coursework. So I do really want to encourage science majors to consider taking that college algebra concurrent online with OSU to be getting that math skill set started and really being ready for your introductory science courses. And what we find with math specifically is that students who take their, say, college algebra with community college, and there's a reason community college is seen more often as easy, and that's not necessarily always the best preparation. So for science majors, we really do encourage that college algebra concurrent online with OSU to give you the best preparation to lead into your science coursework when you arrive as a freshman. All right, now we're going to split into our smaller groups. As I mentioned, arts and sciences is really big and really broad, and there's so much that needs to be more specific and focused. So we're going to split into smaller groups here within the presentation. So the arts and humanities majors are going to visit with Natalie Ambrose. She's a communications specialist with a background in theater. Our social science majors are going to visit with Lana Freshley. She's our coordinator of prospective student services and is background in journalism and media. And Brittany Mann is going to lead our math and sciences section. She's our senior academic advisor in math. And the life sciences, pre-med, pre-health interested students are going to visit with Carla Gutierrez. She's a communications specialist with a background in math. And so in the chat are the links about how to get to your breakout sessions. And we're going to show you again which majors go with each of those groups, so you know which group to join. Again, welcome to the College of Arts and Sciences, and go Pokes.
All right, it looks like our participant numbers have kind of leveled out, so I'll go ahead and get started. Once again, I'm Lana Freshley. I'm from the College of Arts and Sciences. I'm so excited to have you all today. Just a quick view of all of our majors in the social sciences. So that's just one pillar in our College of Arts and Sciences, as you learned about in Dr. Amy Martindale's presentation. So we'll go ahead and get started here. Here's the list, and we'll be going through these individually. And just some housekeeping before we get started here. If your chat is not turned on, where you can see it in the full screen menu, toward the top of the screen, there should be an option to have the chat turned on, so you can see that as well. We'll be participating in the chat while we're going through the presentation today. So if you can go ahead and turn your chat on where you can see that if you have any questions. All right, let me introduce my helpers today. I have Elizabeth Gosney. She is a CAS grad student doing a graduate program in mass communications. She's going to be helping today share any links that I talk about during the presentation, so you can check those out in the chat. And then we also have Dr. Sean Rose, and he's an academic advisor, and he's actually going to be answering all of your questions during the chat. Please be sure to go ahead and ask your questions as they come along. We only have about 15 minutes today for this portion, so we won't have time for a Q&A at the end, so make sure you're asking those questions as they come up. We are the College of Arts and Sciences, and if you are not already connected with us on social media, we hope you take the time to go ahead and do so. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram, and so you can connect with us there at OK State CAS. And then we also, all of that information is actually student-driven, student-created. So if you're familiar with how that works, is we have a lot of our students from the College of Arts and Sciences creating the content for our social media, and it really gives you a good representation of life on campus. And then if you have any questions or you're wanting to find out more about the different links that we share or resources that we talk about today in the College of Arts and Sciences, feel free to check out the cas.okstate.edu/Junior Day website for everything else. And then we'll also have all the recordings of the other sessions for the College of Arts and Sciences uploaded next week once we get them edited and put up on the website. Elizabeth shared that link, so feel free to check that out, and we'll also have all of the information on there for you. So let's go ahead and get started with our majors today. We have Communication Sciences and Disorders to start us off. So Communication Sciences and Disorders is an undergrad program, so a bachelor's degree with 4 years of program, and it is going to be the study of speech, language, hearing process, and background orientation about disorders and communications. We do have a really cool program. It's a living learning program available. And a living learning program is going to be a cohort of students that have shared interest or a shared major. And so all of these students are have the opportunity to live together in either a specific dorm or residential hall. And then that really helps you get to know people. So we do have a lot of living learning programs available. This is just one, but we do have, you know, interest specific. So maybe outdoor adventure, maybe you're interested in going hiking or horseback riding or climbing, whatever you're into. We have a lot of living learning programs available. Back to Communication Sciences and Disorders, this is a great prerequisite for the 4-year degree to go on to graduate school. So if you're interested in doing audiology or speech pathology, this would be a great major to look into. Economics. We actually have 2 different programs at OSU for economics. We have the Economics in Business, and that actually requires a 27-hour core business plan. So you have to take 27 specific hours for business. Fortunately, in the College of Arts and Sciences, we don't have that core requirement. So with the economics in our college, you can actually have a lot of flexibility. So maybe you want to do law school, you want to get those prerequisites, or medical school. So that's a little bit of an unusual path for medical school, but say you want to go on and own your own practice, this would be a great undergraduate with building in all those prerequisites to go to graduate school for you to go ahead and do that. So there's a lot of flexibility in this program. So those are just a couple of examples, but you can really merge this with a lot of different opportunities and interests, just depending on what you're wanting to do. Geography. So I love the geography program. I mean, who doesn't like to travel, right? If you can see over there on the right side of the screen, that is one of our Pete's Pet Posse dogs. He's pretty cute. We have a lot of those around campus. They come to a lot of events. They have, they're at the library. It's great to see the dogs around campus because we have a lot of students that don't get to bring their puppies or their dogs with them or animals with them. So I love seeing the dogs around campus, so you're able to kind of talk to them and love on them whenever you're feeling stressed. It's a great stress reliever. Back to geography, we do have quite a few options available in our geography program. If you notice on there, we have a business essentials option, and we actually have that option in a lot of our different majors, and it is going to be all the prerequisites for a master's or an MBA program. And so if you go ahead and do any of the business essentials options, you have the opportunity to go ahead and do that 4-year degree. And then if you want, you can apply for an early MBA program. So really you get an undergraduate and a master's, an MBA in 5 years. So if you're interested in learning about that early MBA program, the business essentials option is a really great way to start, or we'd be happy to talk to you a little bit more about that. We also have pre-law and pre-ministry options within geography. Geospatial information science. So if you are interested in satellites, GPS systems, mapping systems, this would be the major for you. And we have so many great resources on campus available for this. So a lot of our students will have a strong mathematics and analytical background, but we do have the resources on campus that you get to experiment with. So we have state-of-the-art labs available. We have 2 different map rooms, so if that's something that you're interested in. You can see the gentleman in the picture is actually in one of our map rooms. We have a nice collection. We have 2 different collections of maps. So one actually exists within the geography department, and then one is in the library. So we have quite a bit of expertise available to you just depending on what you're wanting to focus on. We also have global studies. So global studies is one of our newer majors. It is going to be for students that might be interested in studying abroad. It's highly encouraged in this program. We also have, if you're interested in maybe humanitarian work. So we have a student that was doing humanitarian work, and they were studying like water rights in Africa. So if that's something that interests you, maybe you enjoyed mission trips in high school, or you just like to travel, or you're interested in volunteering, a lot of those will line up really well with global studies because you're going to get a really good foundation of cultural competency and diverse backgrounds. The School of Media and Strategic Communications. This is actually my school, and then also Elizabeth is currently in this program here. She's in a graduate program. But here we have multimedia journalism, sports media, and strategic communications. I'll break these down a little bit, but the big overarching theme in our School of Media and Strategic Communications is we create wonderful storytellers. So if you are interested in either doing writing, videography, or whatever form of media you would like, podcasts, you have a lot of opportunities to train and learn about these things within our School of Media and Strategic Communications. Multimedia journalism is really going to focus on either, you can kind of choose which road you want to take. So if you want to do more videography, either editing or filming, or maybe you want to be in front of the camera or behind the camera, or maybe you're just wanting to be a print writer or just a web writer. There's a lot of different opportunities. And then sports media is obviously going to be more focused on sports. And this isn't just going to give you opportunities within OSU, but outside. So we have a lot of students that do internships at the Oklahoma City Thunder, Houston Astros, let me think. I did one in college, and it was for a horse racing track. So there's a lot of different areas of sports that you can cover, that we have connections with, that you can get internships and get that experience that you're really wanting within the sports programs. And then we have strategic communications, and that's going to focus more on public relations and advertising. Now, the difference between strategic communications and maybe marketing is really going to be your writing skills that you gain. Because with the School of Media and Strategic Communications, regardless of which major you choose, you're going to have a solid writing foundation. And that's going to be Associated Press or AP style. And you're really going to learn, they're going to really teach you the foundations of writing. But obviously you're going to get that in any college program, right? But within this, you're really going to get it torn down and know how to write by the end of the day. So with me, with my strategic communications major, I've been able to edit books. I've been able to blog or do a lot of freelance work. So if you're interested in maybe doing something where you can participate in other areas, maybe remotely, this might be a good program for you too. Oh, it looks like I froze. Can you hear me okay? Can anyone give me a nod? You can hear me? Is the screen moving? Do you guys see political science? Yes, awesome. I don't know who this blonde girl is, but I'm really appreciating that she's a heavy nodder. Thank you. All right, we have political science. So we have different options within this. So maybe you're interested in doing pre-law. Like Dr. Martindale said earlier, pre-law is not political science is not the only option to go on to law school, right? So you can do a lot of different majors, but this is a great one to do. So in political science, you're gonna learn a lot about American government, international relations, and political theory. This program really helps you learn how to communicate and understand complex social structures, which is great for politics, right? Because that's what our political system is based on. So this might be a really good program if you're wanting to go on and work for the government or go on to law school. Psychology. So I bet I have a lot of psychology students in the room. This is one of our more popular majors at OSU, and it is a great one. So it is really the concept of understanding different behaviors. So we have a lot of different opportunities. We have Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. We do have that business essentials option as well, pre-law and pre-med. So that's something a little unusual, right? So maybe you're wanting to go on to medical school, but you are interested in more of the individual thinking and behavior of people. And so we do have that pre-med option that has all the prerequisites to go on to medical school. We also have pre-occupational therapy and pre-physical therapy options. Oops. All right, get involved. So we have over 500 clubs and organizations at Oklahoma State that you can get involved in. And within the College of Arts and Sciences, we have over 80. So one that you might be familiar with is Student Council. But if you have something that you're interested in and you don't find a club that that works for you, you can actually work with Campus Life and they'll be able to help you establish your own club. So I love that because then you can really figure out what you want to do and find other people that have like-minded interests. Participating in the arts. So we are so excited to launch our Greenwood School of Music this fall. We have a brand new building and it's so cool that you can have the opportunity to participate in or outside of your major. So you don't have to be a music major in order to participate. So if you want to learn more about auditions or maybe the Cowboy Marching Band, we have the jazz ensemble, choirs, whatever you're interested in, go ahead and check out music.okstate.edu and find out more about that. We also have on and off stage opportunities at the Department of Theater. So maybe you want to be doing costume design, set design, on stage or off stage. So feel free to check that out at theater.okstate.edu. And I'm sure you already learned a little bit about our Cowboy Concurrent online, which is really exciting for all of those seniors in the room. If you are in state, you actually qualify as with your admission for free tuition for the Oklahoma seniors for Concurrent online. So Elizabeth will be sharing that link a little bit about how to find out more. If you're out of state, you also have opportunities to go ahead and get plugged into the Cowboy culture. And here are a few of the classes that we'll be offering this fall. I know in fall 2021, we will also have Comp 2. So if you're wanting to knock out Comp 1 and Comp 2 before you get to OSU, this might be a good opportunity to do so. So you're probably wondering what your next steps are gonna be. So we hope that you have the opportunity to come visit campus. I know you were supposed to be here today, But since we aren't, I hope your senior year, you can take some time to come see our beautiful campus. Really, that's what the feel you want to have whenever you go to a college is feel what it feels like to be on campus, right? So we hope that you have a chance to come check us out. You can also make an academic appointment or a one-on-one appointment, which we'll share later. A link that you can easily go ahead and make one of those appointments. And then starting July 1st, as a junior going into your senior year, you can start applying for OSU. And we hope you go ahead and declare the arts and sciences major. We hope you choose any major, whichever one that interests you. And by doing that, why that's so important is because if you declare a major, you're actually qualifying for all levels of scholarship. That means university, college, and departmental level. But say you come into OSU undecided, you're only going to qualify for the university scholarships because that's all we have you labeled as. So even if you change your mind and you want to do something different, you can always do that. But to make sure that you're qualifying for all of the different opportunities and scholarship funding, then go ahead and declare a major as soon as you kind of figure out what you would like to do. And that early opportunity deadline is November 1st. So as long as you have some kind of major chosen by October 31st, then you'll be able to qualify. All right, so that is our presentation today. We hope that you learned a lot. I know it was short and sweet, but if you would like to make a one-on-one appointment with me or one of my colleagues, Elizabeth's gonna share this link right here and you're able to go ahead and make an appointment. And I'm more than happy to talk to you about different career options, or maybe you have a career path in mind and you just don't know what major would fit that. We can talk out a lot of different ways to go through college. And we hope that you take time to check out all of our resources. I'm going to hang out a few more minutes, make sure that there's nobody that has any questions, or if you do, feel free to stay on for a little while. Otherwise, you can hop off and go back to your email to the agenda and join the financial aid session. Thank you all so much for joining me, and go Pokes.